Hey, what's up guys, BoHD here. Now, T-Mobile was kind enough to send us the new Galaxy S10 to use on their LTE network. I just got this device yesterday and I popped my SIM card into it, and there are several things I really love about the S10 based off of first impressions. Now, there are absolutely going to be things that I dislike about it as I use this phone longer, so I'm going to save the cons for a separate video. It almost goes without saying, but the display is absolutely stunning. I love how Samsung has reduced the bezels even further than they were on the S9, so you get even more screen real estate to work with. The screen to body ratio is actually at a whopping 93.1%. It's bright, it's vivid, and the camera cutout in the upper right-hand corner doesn't bother me too much. I actually love how you can use these fun wallpapers to help mask the cutout. The Big Hero 6 wallpaper is probably the most common, but I gotta say, it's my favorite. There's a bunch of other fun ones to play around with too. I like how the Bixby button is smaller than it was before, so it's harder to accidentally press with your hand. But even more enjoyable is the ability to reprogram the button to open up an app of your choice or a quick command. You can't select the Google Assistant or another voice assistant, unfortunately, like Cortana, not that you would, but you can still select the standard Google app and just use your voice to activate the assistant. It's absolutely a step in the right direction, and it's kind of nice that you don't need a third-party app to get this functionality working. The look of the phone is superb. As mentioned earlier, I've only used this phone for about a day now, but I've received some comments about it. I think what really stands out are the 3 rear-facing camera sensors, which you don't really see a lot right now. I mean, that's definitely changing, but right now it still looks cool and it's fairly rare to see. The prism white color is pretty neat in that it alters the color of the light that hits it. I've noticed typical daylight is refracted in a pink hue, and there's some blue in there too. It's a neat twist on the standard white we've come to expect when choosing smartphones. The wide-angle 16-megapixel camera sensor is incredibly fun to play around with. I've been working a lot on my yard, and this sensor really helps show the work that I've been doing without the need for 3 or 4 additional photos via the standard sensor because it's so cropped or narrow. I just show this wide-angle shot to my friends and family and just kind of keep them in the loop, show them what's going on, what I've been doing. We also have 4K UHD video recording via the front-facing 10-megapixel camera sensor. This is huge if you're a vlogger or an aspiring YouTuber. You can just use your phone as your main camera. It should do the trick. The headphone jack is always nice to see. I've already used it once, believe it or not. And compared to last year's S9, the battery is even larger. Samsung crammed a 3,400 milliamp hour battery inside, which should help this phone last a full day on a single charge with moderate to heavy usage. I haven't really been able to test that claim just yet, but it's very promising on paper. With the S10, you get Samsung's new One UI skin running on top of Android 9.0 Pie, which we made an in-depth video about running on the Galaxy S9 Plus. If you want to check that out, I'll place a link in the description. But in my opinion, it's just a lot better than any other Samsung skin to come before it. I feel like TouchWiz and the Samsung experience were pretty good reasons to, avoid a Samsung phone, or at least that was the biggest con with the Samsung phone is the software. I actually don't mind the skin very much. I like the way it looks and it seems to run pretty well. It seems to run buttery smooth thanks in part to the fast Snapdragon 855 Octa-Core processor and 8 gigabytes of RAM. The animations appear smooth, the colors are nice and soothing, and there are some added features that I have taken advantage of. My favorite is the new dark mode, which turns the entire system dark, which not only saves battery, but it's easier on the eyes. It works on most of Samsung's native applications, including their internet browser. There's also this neat wireless power share feature that will turn your S10 into a wireless charging pad for your other Qi-enabled devices. So when you have this mode enabled, you can set another smartphone on top of it to start charging that device. It's kind of funny to charge your iPhone 10 or iPhone XS with the Galaxy S10. It only charges at 9 watts, which is fairly slow, but it's a neat feature, especially as more smaller accessories start to support wireless charging. So as you can see, there's a good deal of features to love with the Samsung Galaxy S10. It has made a good first impressions, but I'm sure as time goes on, there's gonna be some things that start to irk me. So I'll be sure to share those annoyances with you when the time is right. My question to you is, what do you like about the Galaxy S10? Is there any one feature that really stands out to you? Let me know what that feature might be in a comment down below. As always, I'm BoHD from PhoneDog.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you right back here in the next one. See ya.